What's up guys, welcome back, Challenger peers, the series returns, right, 2019 Cross-Banlist Cup. We have first of all Performages and Pels, one of the best and biggest decks ever in this game's history. This should be first place of YCS Sydney, you know, this particular list when it was released in the TCG, and I'm looking at Flame Mascot, I'm looking at Pendulum Sorcerer, and you know, like Clash of Draco Rivals, Triple Wavering Eyes, like this whole package of Triple Monkey Board and Triple Luster Pendulum, access to Ptolemaios, etc. We only were allowed to play it like for 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, here in the TCG, and hence why this particular list, first place list, YCS list from YCS Sydney, was, I think, one of the few topped lists in the TCG, that is. So this is not I think the best variant. I mean, if you look at the OCG, they also had access for a very short time, access to Shockmaster with Infinity here. Very similar to the Clownblade version here in this tournament, 2019. So going first, going second, the deck that can definitely do both, right? But, well, it's basically the same strategy as you know, just vomit your entire hand to the field, the Pendulum mechanic in Master Rule 3, pre-Master Rule 4, just free, well, soul charges, I guess, once per turn. And make like an invincible board. Well, invincible. It's quite decent. You only have one negation here with the Cyber Dragon Infinity, and because it's against Gyrigias, you have the Ignisters already on the field, so I don't have to, let's say, summon Ignister into, well, Bottomless Trap Hole, Torrential Tribute, you know, but like let it be a threat when it's already on the field. Rafflesia only has one target, right? Well, only one change to that particular build is that that build wasn't running Rafflesia in the extra deck, but it was running the what is it called? The Evil Swarm, the rank 4 Exceed, the dark one that, you know, Book of Moons something from the opponent, but opted to go for Rafflesia instead for the one of Treasure Strap Hole here in the main deck. And of course, a game number, or you know, turn number 3, you can easily go for game Zoodiac. So going second this time. This can be already game over if the opponent has some Dimensional Barrier. You know how it goes, right? The Zoo deck, the same Zoo list as in the Cross-Banlist Cup, of course, that's the concept as you know, but if that particular list draws into, well, let's say Dimensional Barrier against the Pendulum-based deck, game over, GG, well played. No Yakuza Emerald, but going for Tornado Dragon definitely was also solid, and here, I'm not really sure, did I have other options to play around, at least to force out, let's say, the Trident or Tornado Dragon, and then, well, you know, eventually make use of the second Wavering Eyes. But, well, as you saw, he did have Ash Blossom in his hand as well. So in the long run, the Clash of Draco Rivals, Draco Face Off, was a fantastic top deck here, leading into the scale. And of course, a huge Pendulum summon Econ, well, I was always going to send back the face down set, so him chaining, well, he probably should have chained it a little bit sooner, but whatever, right, to each their own. I'm forced to go for Rafflesia to hold off a potential Zoodiac Exceed summon, right. Definitely going to use it now, and I'm not really sure my body has a shield. He did top deck it, and aren't you able to use my body as a shield? I don't really know. Again, feel free to leave me, you know, let me know what the ruling is about this. Are you able to my body as a shield the Treasure Strap Hole that was sent to the graveyard off of Rafflesia? I'm not really sure what the correct ruling is, but otherwise, I think it probably would have been activated, right? Anyway, so Rafflesia, or yeah, my body as a shield was activated on Ignister, I believe, but yeah, whatever, right, using the double attack thanks to Trapeze Magician, King of the Feral Imps going for some extra damage. So, very solid matchup, but let's face it, if Zoodiac was able to draw in, or at least open with Dimensional Barrier, that already would have been game over. Against Windups, Thunder King set 3, you know how strong that was, that particular move was in the good old days. Again, well, you know, the Windup deck is main decking a lot of trap cards, a lot of back row, and I'm not really sure how many Torrential Tributes or Combos or Warnings, well, I believe 3 warnings, so I have to, you know, watch out for that run, right? Anyway, so Ignister definitely had a plan with Ignister and Plush Fire here in my hand. Plush Fire, not once per turn, feels like a balanced card if it was once per turn, but sadly, well, it isn't, for whatever reason. Anyway, it did not search Windup, what is it called, Windup Red? Not really sure why. No, it doesn't really make sense, right? Here definitely could have gone for normal summon red into Send Mighty Search Rabbit, I guess. But I think in the long run it wouldn't have mattered that much. His only set here is Compulse, as we see here now. Ignister definitely forces out the face down back row. If not, I can, well, use Ignister and eventually make the push for game. Plush Fire, search out the Juggler. Juggler is such an important key card here in this deck. It searches basically everything from the deck, as in a monster that can be special summoned again from the graveyard, like Trick Clown. Your special summon something from the hand, it can search a scale. I mean, you can do so many things here with your damaged Juggler, and that's, hence the reason why it was at 3 here in this particular list. This game, it wasn't very good on my part. That effect failure caught me off guard, negating the Pendulum Sorcerer, so no search, I think, yeah, the targeting the monkey board and something else, I believe Flame Mascot, and getting those extra searches like Lizard Draw and probably another monkey board or Joker, probably Joker, but yeah, it's only one negation here, and he does have like the perfect hand to get rid of this, and well, to get rid of this field, right? First of all, my scales, and at the same time luring out the negation of Cyber Dragon Infinity. Well, Infinity was forced out due to Farfa, I think. Yeah, not really I think that was the better play. Because, triple monkey board here in the main deck, you can easily search out that one-off monkey board and immediately set up your scale again. Unless, of course, the opponent has double Fog Blade, and that's, of course, a problem. Go for Castel, and maybe I should have bounced back one of the Fog Blades. That was, at least, that was attached on Cyber Dragon Infinity, but well, I don't really know again. Well, Infinity's effect would have been live here in this situation. Dante would have had some extra attack. And probably would have been a suicide with Infinity, if I'm not mistaken, if I was able to attach something again. Yeah, I think so, both do 5, but whatever, right. This, again, is a fantastic top deck. Plush Fire and, what is it called? The Luster Pendulum, probably, hopefully, getting the effect of a potential rank 4 Exceed play ready, but nope, the second Twin Twister seals the deal, basically seals the deal. So, yeah, some small mistakes on my behave, and of course, the double Twin Twister, right. Twin Twister so good against pendulums, we all know that, right? So Fog Blade eventually, yeah, indeed, and that's a game over Yugioh Blade. So 1 loss already. Let's wait on the second loss, and then it's game over, right? Going first again against Paleozoics, again an iffy matchup, or an iffy, well, some iffy mistakes on my part, on my behavior, as you will see in a couple of moments. But again, a very solid opening hand. Maxi definitely helps against Paleozoic frogs, so getting the extra search, going for Cyber Dragon Infinity, and I think I didn't have another option here. Rafflesia doesn't really seem that great, and Infinity has that, at least has the potential to negate something, as in Swap Frog, Grass looks greener, or Card of the Mice, and here, now that I see, I always should have negated the Swap Frog, right? I was like, nah, let's keep it for, let's say, Grass or Card of the Mice. No, it doesn't make sense. Just negate a Swap Frog, since now, well, if he did have another Water or another Frog in his hand to get the Totally Awesome on the field, and he did have it, well, okay, I can get some extra draws out of Maxi, but now he has the Totally Awesome on the field with the potential negation and, of course, multiple traps as a solid backup, so always should have negated the what is it called, the Swap Frog in the beginning. But whatever, right, mistakes can happen. So special summon the, what is it called, the Performage level 4, it's not, you know which one I mean, I forgot the name, right. Anyway, so Lost Wind eventually is going to negate the Cyber Dragon Infinity. That's all good. I believe he is under Maxi or not? Was it previous turn? Yeah, indeed, he's under Maxi. That definitely helps me out, right? Getting those extra draws and potentially drawing into a full scale again, or, monkey board. Instant Fusion at 2 here in the main deck immediately opens up access to Northern. Basically an extra reborn card for a potential Ignister play if you're reborn like a Pendulum monster and already have Lesser Pendulum on the field. Anyway, Backjack reveals Mathematician, quite unfortunate. Set up my scale, get a huge Pendulum summon off. I think I have to go for it. There is always a chance, I think, him having the Solemn Warning set, but again, I think I have to go for it. Go for a Rafflesia to force out, I believe that was my plan exactly, to force out the Totally Awesome But yeah, Toad is indeed going to negate. There is the Ignister, and eventually Ignister will also be destroyed, I think, yeah, due to the rank 2 exceed Paleo, and then just go for another copyright. And this is, well, not really game over, but eventually going for King of the Feral Imps, getting back Trick Clown, special summon the Gigabyte, and going for Dweller. Dweller basically seals the deal, or well, not per se during his next turn, since he does have a Lost Wind, and I believe a Breakthrough Skill is in his graveyard, so but again, not wanting to waste time, I guess. So again, some small mistakes on my part, but that's fine, I guess. These duels are just, you know, for fun. Doesn't really matter too much. Next duel, going first again against Draco, and I think I had the perfect opening hand, a very solid opening hand, but the problem here is that at this point, at this moment, I don't have a full-scale setup. Getting those extra draws, well, I have two options to search out a lower scale, and that's King of the Feral Imps and Joker. Joker both have searches to search, you know, a potential scale here from my deck, and with Dweller, Trash's Trapple, and Cyber Dragon Affinity, I thought I was in a very solid position. Again, Dweller negating everything from the true Draco, so protecting my board essentially from the destruction of the traps and spells, but he does reveal the Card of Demise, and eventually, as you will see, he gets the Dynamite Fighter on the field and revealing the double copy of Monarch's Erupt. And that's the problem. Basically another skill drain. The Cyber Dragon Infinity is definitely going to try to negate the first Erupt, but the second one, nah, that's a problem. And now, what can I do? No monsters, yeah, no monster effects, and again, no potential or no way to set up my scale to go for Ignister and put up a stronger beatstick on the field. Then again, it does have the protection of the field spell. So yeah, protection of my battle, that is. So again, yeah, skill drain. And then if you're playing against a deck, or if you're playing a deck that's not main decking Harpy's Feather Dust or Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, Twin Twister, or whatever, little you can do if you're playing against a full anti-meta deck with triple Rivalry, triple Monarch's Erupt, Skill Drain, etc. You can basically play everything against that deck. If your opponent does have those floodgates on the field, it's game over. What can you do, right? Unless, you know, yeah, Joker would have been able to search out another part of the scale, but nope, Skill Drain alike card is going to prevent that. Yeah, Rivalry doesn't really matter too much, but I think I only had one Exceed play here by going for Trapeze Magician from the extra deck. So, Performages and Pals, right? Guys, if you have any opinions about or suggestions for potential, you know, challenger appears in the near future, full force decks, everything will do. Feel free to let me know, right? So 4-2, definitely very solid, especially, you know, because of no side deck, etc. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.